Hi children, how are you? I hope you are fine and you are taking a very healthy food at your home and you are learning so many things at your home and you are watching all the YouTube videos as well as you are doing the homework. Okay, so today I am going to summarize the lesson number 1. Sorry, this is lesson number 2 I have written. Lesson number 1. I will just summarize the lesson number 1. What is that lesson number 1, children? Seeds. Sorry, plants increasing the numbers. Plants increasing the numbers. So we have completed what are the things. Everything we have completed. Okay, textual exercise completed, worksheet completed, and I have given you the question and answers also. Okay. Now this I am going to summarize in a brief explanation. Okay, children. So here the lesson starts with the seeds, like when you are going to the forest or in the garden, how the sticks are stuck into your clothes or socks. That has been started. Okay, children. I hope you have seen that example. I have given so many examples. And then our life will depend upon the plants. So how the life depends upon the plants. And plants, how they are, they can increase the number. What they gives us? They gives us food, cereals, wood, fiber, clothes. So many things they are giving. Okay, so for our survival, they are giving so many things to us. Okay, so now plants have different parts. Like they have leaves, they have seeds, they have fruits, they have branches. So what are those parts which gives rise to new plants? That is seeds. Okay, children, that is seeds. Okay. So in this seeds, we have gone through the part of the seeds. Okay, the seeds, the part of the seeds. Okay, parts of seeds. So what are the parts of seed? I have told you, children. Okay. So here I just draw the diagram and I'll show you what are the cotyledons, seed leaves. Seed leaves are also called as cotyledons. And what are the different types of seed? They are monocot and dicot. Okay. So seeds are two types. What are they? That is monocot and dicot. What is monocot and what is dicot also we have seen. Okay. The seed which has only one seedling, that is called as monocot, and the dicot seeds which have two seedlings or two cotyledons, they are called as dicot seeds. Okay. Next we have gone through the seed germination. All the experiments. Experiment number 1, experiment number 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, all the experiments we have gone through. Okay, so in the diagram also I have shown you that different cotyledons are present. Okay, here I can show you the diagram. Here this is the kidney beans. Okay, these are called as, this is called as what? Seed tubes. This is cotyledons. Okay, children, this is cotyledons. Okay, and here the small shoot will be going up and here the small root will be growing down, and this is called as embryo. That small sapling is called as embryo. And one more thing I want to say, beta, which is growing up one, this is called as shoot. This is going as root. Okay, and this the food is stored in these two cotyledons. The food is stored in the two cotyledons, and I have given you this diagram in the what you call as in the docs also, like okay, in the question and answer also. What is the seed and what are the different types of parts of them. Okay, so this is about the seed. Okay, now coming to the seed germination. Okay, seed germination I will show you. Okay, seed and parts of it and germination, all the experiments we have seen. Okay. The germination process under the, like, it has moisture or not, when you are keeping in the water, then what will happen, and then when you are keeping in the refrigerator, and last one you have seen that in the seeds you are keeping at the brim of the container. So here the shoots are growing up and the roots are coming down. Okay, so these are all the things we have seen in this chapter. And then we have seen the dispersal. And then what we have seen, children? Dispersal. All the, how the seeds are dispersed. Like they are dispersed through a different agents of nature. They are wind, they are water, they are explosion and birds and animals. But why the seeds has to disperse? See, there are so many plants are there in our nature and our environment. Okay, all they converge of fruits, and all the fruits of that seeds which are present in the fruits, that can't be grow into new seeds. Either they fall on the ground or any other things, but all of the seeds cannot grow into the plants. So that is the reason for if we want more plants, then what the nature has done? It has done by the dispersal. Like seeds are either they are dispersed by the wind, they are scattering, like yes, so they are separating one place to another, and they are just with the help of agents they are separating, and they are going away from the parent plant, and then they are growing up the plants. Okay, and that too because of the seeds. If suppose one fruit is there, if it is coming down on where the parent plant is there, and here the fruit has fallen there, but do you think that fruit, all seeds are growing into a new plant? No, all seeds can't grow into a new plants, because all seeds can't get the favorable conditions. Okay, so as we are coming to the favorable conditions, so what are the favorable conditions we have seen? Yes, that is sunlight, air, water, right? Like air, it consists of gases, right? Carbon dioxide. And warmth. Warmth means sunlight. And moisture. Moisture means warmth. Okay. So for the conditions of the germination also we have seen. Okay. Next what we have seen, children? We have seen the different types of vegetative propagation. What you called as vegetative propagation? Like new plants, they are from the seeds also they are growing, and from the other parts of the plant, like stem, leaf, underground stem, and roots, right? So if there it is a root, then carrot, like it is growing the carrot. Okay. And if it is onion and ginger, then they are underground stem. Okay. And for the root, in the root also example is that sweet potato. And for the leaf, it is bryophyllum. It is a bryophyllum. Okay. Then stem like hibiscus, sugarcane. These are the examples which are growing into by the stem cuttings. Okay. And next we have the topic we have seen. What are the different types of crops? What are the different types of crops? So I have given you the different types of crops is rabi crops and kharif crops. Okay, and vegetables also. So different crops are growing in the different types of season. Okay, the summer and winter. So where the rabi crops are grown, where the kharif crops are grown, that we have learned in this chapter. Next one is the vegetables also. Where the which vegetables need which type of soil, and which crops are need which type of soil. This all we have seen in this. And next we have last topic was protection and storage. How the crops are protecting and storage has been done. Okay. So here the protection is also very important of crops. Like we are adding the manure, we are adding the fertilizer to increase the product, to yield the production also increase. But we are adding this one, and to protect from the animals and birds, we are creating the fencing for the fields, right? And last one is storage, like how the crops can be stored, because the farmers are growing after a lot of time and lot of efforts. We are growing the crops, and then it should not go through it should be available for the general people also. So that is important for the storage. Okay, children. So how this lesson was going on? It's all about the plants, leaves, and everything. Like so, I hope like there are a lot of things to learn in this chapter. Okay children, so what are the different grains I have shown you in the classes, right? So these are the things which are you have to keep in your mind, like all the topics are covering in this. Okay. So I hope you have understand, and if you have getting any doubts, please ask me children. Okay, and moreover you can learn all the new words as well as the question and answers. Okay children, thank you children, bye bye.